What's up, everybody? So we got our paintball stuff back in September, I think, and so we've been playing pretty much every other weekend, if not doubling up on weekends. So we've gotten some pretty good play out of all of our stuff, and we figured it was time for a review. So my bag turned out to be just big enough. I was concerned that it wasn't going to fit everything, but I don't keep my cleats in here, kind of like I thought I might not. I just keep this bottom part extended and it all fits perfectly. I do clip my gun on the side. So let's dig in. By the way, I've got some patches on just to make it a little more me. So let's see. Alright. So in this front pocket, I keep my little stuff like my gloves. These have done pretty good. I've gotten hit in the fingers a few times, and I didn't really feel it. I got hit in the wrist and stuff, and it blocked it really good. The only thing that I do have a complaint about is my fingertips are like fraying, and that started almost immediately. So like, especially if it gets caught on Velcro, which is on quite a bit of the things I have, it just frays it more and more, but it doesn't really affect the play quality. I think my Velcro is starting to like peel in the corners a little bit, and I mean, like I said, it's only been like a month, maybe two of playing, so I mean, I can only expect it to get worse in the time to come, but for now they're good. We keep microfibers in the bag. This wasn't part of our order, but some for the winds and for mud. And let's see, there's my head wrap. At first we were trying to like clean all of our stuff, like, you know, pants and head wraps and stuff in the tub, and like it was like real painstaking. We were putting laundry detergent in it and squeezing it and letting it dry on the floor forever, and that was just a pain in the butt. We really just started putting it all in the washing machine and then air drying it, and it's been doing fine, and it gets it clean and it's less work. It's just socks, long socks for if I was to slide. Let's see. I got my mask still. It's just now getting to the point when I'm taking it apart after playing that it's not so hard to like get the lens out, because at first the little tabs that you have to push were really stiff, and it was really hard. These little like nodules here, it's on either side, top and bottom, and you have to get them in. Now they're getting to the point, like I said, they're worn in, and I can kind of get them in easy. The lens come out easier. This is my second pair of lens already. We played in the rain one time and it like scratched it to crap. We're gonna have to get visors at some point, but we have already had to replace our lenses. That was kind of crappy. These have been really nice. I really enjoy the ratchet system on the back. I've got big hair, so it's usually like extended to its fullest length. It does seem like my little foam inside is starting to wear, but it's still, you know, it's still good for now. Let's see. My hopper, it's held up really well. I only had a couple instances where like a ball might have been stuck or something and it like turned off my eyes on my gun, but that's been very rare. Other than that, I've had no problems. We took it all the way apart when we played in the rain that time and cleaned it, and everything was fine. I keep the rain lid on. I got that speed feed, but I haven't used it like at all, just because we're not playing so competitively that I really feel like I need it. I just kind of like the way that looks a little better anyway. My air tank. I actually had to send this off after my first 2 times playing because it was leaking. I don't know why. I think they said something about an O-ring, but I sent it back to Lone Wolf and they fixed it and immediately sent it back out, and it's been perfectly fine ever since. I haven't been beating it up or anything like that, I don't think. I did have my nipple cover come off one time and lost it, but I ended up being lucky and finding it. I've done pretty good about keeping it all clean on the inside and all, I feel like. we only carry 2 of our pods because, like I said, we're not just playing so competitively that we run around with 4 full pods all the time. I do have a couple complaints, not a couple, just, you know, it almost seems like novelty because they're just like fall apart so easy. The little pin that keeps the spring action in there, that inside of that little area there, that spring tries to come out, and Trent put super glue on it, I think, to keep them in, and they've done fine ever since then. But then even like this whole top black part has come off on one of them before, and I've had to, I don't know if we glued it or not, but I mean, it went back on. It's just, there's also a bar that goes in that front light where the button is, and that one has tried to come out, and we put glue on it. It's just like, you pay a lot of money, and it's like you only play a couple times, and for something to mess up, it's kind of like, you know, what the heck. That was a little disappointing, but, you know, as far as usability, it's still fine. Let's see. I gotta keep my pod swab in here. It's done fine. No complaints about it, really. Probably need to wash it. Let's see. My elbow pads or arm pads, we cut off our like glove part pretty much immediately, because we wear those other gloves. I think my Velcro's kind of trying to wear out because it'll be coming undone like that in the middle of play. It's not a huge deal. They fit good. These are the smalls. They have bounced a couple hits, so that was kind of nice, like this area here. And I don't ever feel it if I actually end up getting hit there. It seems like I always get hit right where I'm not wearing a pad though. Knee pads. As far as use, they're really nice. When I'm like on my knees out playing, I don't feel anything. It's just like bouncy. Like, I don't feel the dirt or the rocks or anything. They're really good in that aspect. However, I got the smalls, and I mean, I've got skinnier legs, and I figured, you know, small, everything else fits. So I figured these would fit. These are very tight. Eventually I'm gonna try and get a medium, but like they're so tight, they put like indentions in the front of my shins, and then I've got like rub burn on the back of both of my legs that hasn't gone away for the weeks that we've been playing, in between playing and all, and it's like, it's not very sightly, you know. I don't really appreciate that very much. They're very tight, pretty uncomfortable, but other than that, they do a good job at what it is they're supposed to do, just other than being painful. Let's see, slider shorts, they do pretty good. I don't really get shot in that region much. These go in the washing machine fine, so do the elbow pads and knee pads. My waistband is kind of like fraying a little bit. It doesn't affect the quality. I guess at some point it'll probably be worn out, but for now they're fine. But these are kind of wearing out. I ended up not even keeping that padded shirt on me because, again, we're not playing so rough and heavy that I feel like I need it. Usually the velocity isn't even like super high, so if I do get hit like in the chest or arm, whatever, it doesn't hurt that bad. So it was just, especially here in Georgia, it's so hot and humid and you're out there underneath the like bare open sun, it was just extra weight and extra space in my bag, so I don't even keep that on me anymore. But my pants are doing great. I've actually like pancaked out in the snake and stuff and like been covered in mud when I come home, and the dirt just come right out, so that was kind of cool. I expected them to be like scarred from some of the mud I've gotten, but they clean up really good. Mine haven't been tearing up at all. My pockets are all still good and deep. You know, I'll put my swab in this long pocket here. I'll keep my glass towel here and my mud towel here, and the zipper pocket has come really in handy because I am a vapor, and I will keep my vape in that zipper pocket so it doesn't fall out. And you know, like between games, I might be able to hit it real quick and put it back in and zip it up, and it's not going nowhere. If Eventually, I do want to add some to my wardrobe. You know, the blue and black is cool, but eventually I'd like to get some like green or red, something, you know. Just venture out a little bit. Here's my harness. It's done really well. As long, I mean, I will say out on the field, I'm not even gonna try and like, which I know you're not really supposed to, but I'm not even gonna try and like stick my pod back up in there because it's just like, you could be shooting anywhere. It's kind of like, and then even if you did get it in, there's a chance it can go up between this here, but I was worried they would slip out just like during use, and they really don't. They keep them in there good, they're tight, as long as you push them up in there far enough, they'll stay there where they're at. And like I said, we only carry 2, but I also kind of like the added protection it gives, you know, so mine's pretty dirty. That's all in there, and I mean, that fills it up. It's not like overly full and fits really good. So I've been really enjoying this. It's done taking a beating. I've even got paint all inside of it and had to take the grips off and everything, and it's still doing really well. I don't know if it means anything or not, but the like the Allen keys they keep at the, what is it, the chronograph don't really fit mine very well, so I have to like get kind of a individual smaller one, which that's fine. Let's see, I don't really have any complaints about it. I might need to tighten that up. Let's see. Yeah, my barrel's still doing fine. I feel like I get pretty good accuracy. Trent has talked about wanting to get a barrel kit for better accuracy and all, and you know, maybe that's something we'll both do at some point. But for now, I feel like for what I'm doing, this has been working great. I am a chronic trigger puller when we're supposed to still have a barrel cover on. So I've shot in my cover a lot, and all I have to do really is run my swab through there, and then it's fine again. It hasn't like damaged it or anything. I don't know if it would or wouldn't, but it hasn't. Let's see. I think that was everything. I mean, that cover that had come with it, I told you I shoot off in them a lot. It like blew a hole in that one, and so I got the one Trent had with his, and I've probably shot in it at least 4 times, and it's held up pretty good. But other than that, I think that's everything. Yeah, we have like Nike football cleats that we wear out there, and they do really well. They're very dirty. I think that's it, right? All right, well, that's my bag still empty, and like I said, these little things here have come in handy for flipping my bag on the side. Just those few little things like the knee pads being tight and the pods kind of falling apart, you know, things wearing out quick. It's all been really good. We've had a lot of fun. It's been a great investment. We plan to go continuously from here on out, and you know, we'll get more equipment in the future, and we'll be sure and let you guys see it. Have a good night.